Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Christy. I'm flying solo right now. I am going to be doing a 1-month meal plan with you today. Last month, I did a 1-month meal plan. It was the first time I've ever recorded one of those for the channel. And I showed myself doing refrigerator, freezer, and pantry inventory. I did not show how I arrived at the actual meal plan and said that if I did another 1-month grocery haul that I would go ahead and show that. So I decided to go ahead and do that this month so I could show you that side of it. I didn't want the video to end up being an hour long last time, so that's why I shortcutted through. So this time I've already done the inventory, and now I'm going to actually show you how I arrive at meals. Now, I have an unusual way of doing this. I don't believe I've seen anyone do it this way. Most people, when they do meal plans, they do it on pen and paper. I don't do that. I want to save myself time. I don't want to spend a lot of time rewriting things. So instead, I do it all online, completely free. So let's look at this. The first thing I do when I'm doing a meal plan, whether it's monthly meal plan or one every week or every 2 weeks, is I look at the last month or the last time that I did a meal plan, and I see, are there any recipes I have not gotten to? We have to do flexible meal planning because for us, we don't know, often it happens that we don't know how much my husband will work during the week. And definitely not weeks in advance. So we have to be flexible in case he ends up working a night shift or something like that. So sometimes we end up, and I also don't always know how many leftovers I'm going to get. And I will just push meals back if I have leftovers. So sometimes I'll end up with meals that we didn't even get to. So what you see right here are the meals that we did not get to. We did not get to the sausage breakfast pie. We did not get to the leg quarters, which, fun fact, I had leg quarters written down, but we did not buy leg quarters because we could not find any. Instead, we bought chicken thighs. So that's actually thighs that we would have had. Cheeseburgers, and then this slow cooker queso taco, which shouldn't be bolded. Let's put that right there. Okay, those are the meals that we did not get to. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out all the meals that we did get to. So you see, I'm going to just highlight and unstrike and then do like that. Simple, easy peasy. As you can see, I've taken out everything that we've already used, and I switched the days around from starting on a Tuesday to starting on a Friday. And the reason why is because that's the first day of September is going to be on a Friday. So every week we'll run Friday through Thursday. And then on the 5th week, there will be a Friday and Saturday because there's 30 days in the month. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving things over to the meal plan. And what you don't see here is that, let's see, this is actually Tuesday when I'm recording it. Tonight, Joel is working, so I'm not cooking anything. Tomorrow, I plan to make a whole chicken into a spatchcock chicken. That just means where you cut the backbone out of the chicken so it'll lay flat and it cooks faster. And then we will take the leftover chicken the next night and we will make a chicken and sausage gumbo. And so typically we have leftovers of that. So I'm going to put that down on Friday. And then Saturday, right now we've been putting down homemade pizza every Saturday, but it's getting to the point where I need to just stop worrying about that. Because our son is now door dashing or doing Uber Eats every Saturday night, which makes a lot of sense. More people are more likely to order out on Fridays and Saturday nights. But he's not here to make his own pizza, so I probably should just stop putting it on the list and just say, whatever, fend for yourself night. But anyway, so that's what I have there. And then the next night, I've got leg quarters there, but we didn't find leg quarters and instead bought chicken thighs. So I'm gonna put chicken thighs there. And Monday, we're gonna have this, oh no, this is what I was gonna do. Cheeseburgers. Because I wanna make sure that we use up the produce, because I always turn my cheeseburger into a salad. So then we're gonna have that sausage breakfast pie. As you can see, I bought more stuff than I needed for the month of August. Happens often. We also end up, you know, having leftovers and things. And also when my husband works a different schedule than I thought, or he works evening shift, end up not cooking anything. So that's why sometimes it stretches out. That's why we do flexible meal planning. As you can see, because I have that listed there that way, I have the first week in September already completed. Oh wait, my bad. I'm gonna move this right here. We'll move that right there and move this because I forgot I got some pulled pork in the freezer that I want to go ahead and use. So I'm gonna do that, and then this will be leftovers. I'm assuming of that queso taco thing. I guess I'm expecting to get leftovers from that since I had that written there last month. Okay, so the first thing I do is I look at my freezer inventory, and you can see there I've got 5 pounds of ground beef, 8 one-piece packs of boneless, skinless chicken breast, 1 whole chicken, 2 packs of pre-cooked pork roast or pulled pork. I got a taco rice casserole. It's already ready. It just has to be heated up in the oven. Basically, we made one in August, and when you make it, you can, you don't have to, but you can make one to eat that night and, you know, leftovers, and then one that you put in the freezer for the future. And then I got 4 packs of 3 pieces of chicken in each pack of chicken thighs, and that's because there's 3 of us, so we put 1 thigh in each bag for us, 2 things of broccoli, and we got some random fruit there. So that's what I do, and I start looking at my recipe list. Here that is. These are the recipes we've used before, and if you're familiar with us, you know that we do something a couple of times a month, and eventually we show those recipes on our channel, but they're where we try something called Try Something New recipes. A lot of people have done those before, where basically they're trying a recipe they've never tried before. So that's what we do, and so we mix those in with our meal plan. We're doing something special this month. You may be familiar with the term Croctober, and so that's what I'm planning on doing. But because I want to put those videos out in October, I'm going to be doing crock-pot meals in September so that you'll get those videos in October. I'm going to be doing 2 in a What's for Dinner style, where you'll see all slow cooker meals. Some of them may be some that I've already shared on the channel, and some might be like brand new. And well, that's the plan. And some of them will be brand new, and we'll show you those recipes. We'll have all of the recipes linked. But so because of that, I'm going to be doing some of these recipes will be, these will be slow cooker recipes, pretty much all. But there might be some that say leftovers, because I know that's how that works. Like if we do that, then we'll have leftovers. Okay, so because of that, I know, like, I'm gonna go look at my recipe list here. One of our favorite is crock-pot lasagna, so we're gonna go ahead and add that to the meal plan for the month. Crock-pot lasagna. I have shown it on the channel. It's really good, and we go back to it often. We will have leftovers of that. Okay, so that's the ground beef recipe. And some of y'all may be like, I don't do ground beef. That's fine. Pick your protein that you enjoy. For us, Joel was told by his cardiologist that some of his nutrients are low, and he's either going to have to supplement or he's going to have to eat ground beef from time to time. And because he works in a chicken restaurant, the only place he can get ground beef is at home, because the chicken restaurant only serves chicken. So basically what I do is I try to work it so that I have chicken, and then maybe ground beef, and then a chicken dish, and then maybe something with sausage or pork. And then I'll go back to the chicken. So that way he only gets the ground beef once a week. So it's still keeping it in moderation. But yeah, at least once a week we try to have ground beef. So anyway, I'm going to be going through this. This video would end up being really, really long if you had to sit here and watch me do this. But what I do for the new recipes is I go to my Pinterest account, see, The Long Run, and I just put it in. It's going to bring up all the slow cooker pins that I've ever saved. Slow cooker or crock pot, that's the same thing, basically. And as you can see, I've got quite a few that are ones that I've done in the past, and some that, I have just found and I saved so that maybe we would try it someday. But this is basically what we're looking at here, and I'm going to go through there, find some of those, and also incorporate some that I've already done. And so since that's the thing that I have to do next, and I don't want the video to be an hour long, I'm going to stop it here, and then I'll show you the meal plan after I'm done with it, okay? Okay guys, we have a completed meal plan now. I'll give you a second to look over it. The ones that are in bold, like the Crock-Pot Creamy Tortellini Soup, Crock-Pot Jambalaya, and the Slow Cooker Queso Tacos are recipes that we've never made before. So I was wanting it to stand out that those are try something new recipes for us. I do have the Crock-Pot Cheeseburger Soup listed. We have done cheeseburger soup before in the past, but we've always done it on the stove. But I found the same recipe creator had one that was specific to the crock pot. So we'll basically be making the same thing we've made before, but just in the crock pot instead of on the stove. So that's the only way it's new to us, is I've never used it in a crock pot, but should be basically the same recipe. So that is the whole menu there. And any ones that you're seeing there that aren't bold, we already have them on the channel for sure, but they're all slow cooker recipes except for this whole chicken, the spatchcock chicken. But I'm going to be making that one night and then using the leftovers in chicken and wild rice soup, which is Joel's favorite soup. So that was an easy one to make sure we had on the list. But other than that one meal, all of these will be done in a slow cooker and have leftovers with them all. So that is what we're looking at. And so I've already taken all of these ingredients and I moved them. See, if you see there at the bottom of the screen, I have like freezer inventory, pantry inventory. Then I have the words breakfast recipes, seasoning recipes. Then I have a whole bunch more soup recipes, beef recipes, chicken recipes. And these are not specifically a list of the recipes that we have. It's actually the ingredients that you need to make them. And so when I'm preparing my grocery list, after I've made my meal plan, I will go and I will just highlight the ingredients for what I'm making. Say I'm making the cilantro lime chicken. I just copy that, and then I move it over to, hold on, there we go, an ingredient summary page. And I just go to it and I find a spot where it would make sense for it to go. If you see, I've already got the cilantro lime chicken in there. I do double up this recipe, so it's got more chicken and beans and corn in it than what you just saw on the other page. But I basically just put these in here on this page. These are all the ingredients it would take to make it if I didn't have anything already in my pantry and freezer. But since I do, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly start checking things off. For the first week, like I mentioned earlier, we had a lot of that stuff already. The only thing we needed to complete them was fresh ingredients. So as you can see, I've got potatoes, sweet potato, broccoli, buns. I never bought any buns for that. Lettuce, tomatoes, and for the cheeseburgers. The sausage breakfast pie, we have bought all the ingredients except for that deep dish pie crust because it was out of stock every time we went in the store to look. So if it's not there, we'll be eating some kind of regular breakfast food. So if I can't find it, we'll just have regular breakfast food, you know, like maybe some eggs and bacon and grits or something, or polenta, something like that. We'll have something like that. The pulled pork, we got more produce that we need to get for that. And the slow cooker quesadillas, while I did buy the ingredients for it, I did notice that I didn't actually buy any taco shells or anything to go with it, which is kind of weird, but it's not listed in the ingredient list, so I didn't think about it. Which also leads me to, if it's a brand new recipe, I just go to the recipe creator's recipe where they have all the ingredients listed, and I just copy and paste it and bring the ingredients over. So it's super easy that way. So whenever I see ingredients that I do need to buy, say like these chicken thighs need potatoes, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. The broccoli is actually frozen broccoli. I don't need to buy that. Okay. Because what we'll do is we'll make roasted broccoli with frozen broccoli. But I just go over here with the potatoes and sweet potatoes, go to fruits and vegetables, in. And then I go back and I just delete, and that is a way for me to know that I've already put that into the list. Now, obviously I need to get buns, and I'm also going to get lettuce and tomato. Let me put that right there. And the, I do that every time. And then lettuce and tomatoes, I'm gonna add that because like I said earlier, I make mine into salads. I don't eat the bun, I just do a salad version of it. And so I'll take that off, and I've already moved the buns off. And since I've got potatoes and sweet potatoes there again, I'm just going to go back over there and put 2 sweet potatoes. And actually, these are going to be like baby red potatoes or something that would be really good for roasting. And then these potatoes would be russet, so that for French fries. So I'm just gonna put FF, so I remember that was for French fries, which means I usually only buy 1 or 2 russet potatoes, and we just slice them into French fry links. And we usually only buy 1 or 2 because I don't eat them. Generally, they eat them, and so since it's just 2 of them, actually you can get a good amount of French fries out of just 1 or 2, according to how big they are. So I just keep going through there, and I've already got that deep dish pie crust thing written there, and we moved it there because we couldn't find it last time. So we'll just leave that there. And I will just keep doing the same thing. And then through here, what you'll see as the weeks progress, because I don't want my fresh produce to go bad, what I will do is I will go through here. I will move the things that would require, we would need to buy, which actually we have, let's see, that's going to be 2 pounds of ground beef for the cheeseburgers. And we have 5, so that would leave us with 2 pounds of ground beef. Let's see, we will leave garlic on there for right now. We have Italian seasoning that we made homemade. We will get some pasta sauce, and we will go ahead and get that this week. And so I'll go ahead and add it to the list. But then when I go back, I take that off. I'm going to need to count up my mozzarella, but if I have enough, I will go ahead and buy it so that I can buy it in bulk and then freeze it if I need to. Okay. And then these raviolis will be fine to put in the freezer, so we will put that on there. And I will just keep doing that. And that way I know that I bought all the non-perishables that I can for the month on this big haul. The only thing that I would have left to buy is the things that would expire, and then I would only buy those on those off weeks. So I would go back on the second week and I will probably, I'll have to buy some fresh spinach down here, some celery, carrots, and then garlic cloves, things like that. That's what I would go back for. So that is how I do it. I just keep going through that. I'll show you one last time after I have this all gone through, like the whole thing, like how much did I actually end up with on my grocery list. You see what it looks like right now, and when I'm finished going through it, I'll show you everything that I actually end up with on that list. Okay? All right. Okay, so that is our meal plan. As you can see, I did change one of the meals just because I realized that's not a crock pot recipe. Yeah. So what it basically told me was I need to indicate on my list of recipes in like some way, like by putting an asterisk or something by the recipes that are slow cooker recipes, so that I can quickly identify the ones that you actually put in a crock pot. Yep. But anyway, that's the meal plan. And if you see, this is our list of ingredients. We may do, still a few things to check off and see if maybe we can just do without something. But that's basically what we're going to be buying. And we will be sharing that next week on this channel. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss what looks like it's going to be a rather large grocery haul. Yep. All right, so drop us some comments below. Let us know what your favorite slow cooker recipes are. Mm-hmm. We'd love to hear those in the comments. Actually, we'd love some ideas. We'd like to try some stuff. Oh, yeah. So drop us those comments below and let us know that. We're going to put, if you would like to see some more of our videos right here, we're going to click one. We're going to put one right here that you can click. As soon as we say the thing we always say, that's going to do it today. For the Long Run, Joel and Christy, I'm Joel. And I'm Christy. Don't forget the long run. Give yourself a little grace. Bye.